end of 2022.
Yep.
First time for me, first time for you.
First time for me.
You're demoing a 50-ton Hyundai, I know.
Yeah, the 480.
Yeah,
obviously
up there on the hill.
On the top there. So they're going to show me what on that and what they want done, because apparently there's a thing you have to follow. They want you to do this, that, or the other, so it works in with every. There's other demos going on.
Yeah, you can't just do your own thing.
No,
like
because can you move that stuff from him and give it down to him, or that to there?
So the whole demonstration works like.
That's right. So I don't know what's going on. As always, but we'll make it up as we go along. So they're going to show me what's what, and then we're going to have a little play, 10-15 minutes, and we're going to have an ice cream.
Yeah, sounds good, mate.
Good old boy.
Let's have a look.
Right, day 2 at Hillhead, and I'm here as the demonstrator driver for Hyundai on their big 480, believe it or not. I'm absolutely loving it. But if you remember where this all started, it was back earlier this year at the Doe Show when I met up with Doug Potter, who used to be Hyundai's demonstrator driver all over Europe in the 80s, the 90s and early 2000s. And Doug's now 80 years old. But we got him on the new 140, which they've got here.
As I've said earlier on, they listened. They'll ask drivers what they think, and they've always listened, which I think is a very important thing.
Then, as well as that, they've got the 960 load and shovel, plus they've got a 980 here as well, which is the biggest shovel here at Hillhead, funny enough. Then we've got the 330. We've got the 220, which is funny enough the same sort of size machine as what Doug used to have back in the day. He had the 210, but this is like the more modern equivalent. Then we've got the 380, and all these have got a Cummins engine. Can't be bad. However, we've got the new ADT, and that's got a Scania engine in it. So I'm quite looking forward to having a go at this quite soon. Anyway, enough of all that. There's tons to see, and I've got to go and do my job, which is to go all the way up there, jump on the 480, and show you what that can do. So, catch you in a little while. What we're doing is obviously moving gear from one to the other, and he's passing down to the crusher. Obviously this is just for demonstration purposes to show the machine's working. If you were doing this, you know, as an actual job, it'd be a lot more efficient, and we'd be biting into the material a lot harder and working away and taking this bench down, then going on to the next one. But obviously we've got several demonstrations over the days that we're here. So we've got to try and find a fine balance between putting material through the crusher but still maintaining these benches to work on so people can see the machines. Obviously the elevation of the platforms, you know, the benches, allows you to see all three systems. Where we eat one down, we're all sat behind each other and beside each other. People down there, you can see people down there in the show who are watching this, they wouldn't be able to see us because there'd be machines behind each other, and you know. This sort of demo thing, you've got to bear that in mind. So I'm eating away at this ramp a little way because I can push this stuff back to form a new ramp. Day in the life of a demo driver, 3 demos. But I'm not being funny, I've demonstrated machines at Hillhead. I mean, that's something to write down in the old book, and you know, that's something I'm quite proud of, and I'd love the opportunity to do it again. So thanks to Hyundai for letting me do it. Genuinely thank you, because that's something I never thought I'd ever do.
What engines are these?
Cummins in these.
As well.
Cummins in these, yeah.
So what's the cab setup like? Good?
Tons of room. I mean,
Yeah.
genuinely.
I haven't been in it yet, and I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
so
I tell you what.
hopefully the seat will go back.
All
fine.
joking aside, you could sit in that cab and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
I could jump in behind you, and there's room behind that seat
And
for some.
a kettle.
And for a kettle, you got to have a kettle.
gotta have a kettle.
But there's honestly the room behind that seat. You know, you get where I'm going to stick my dinner bag. Not a problem.
Yeah.
You could probably have a little 2-ring stove in there, fridge, freezer. There's that much room in it.
Bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
It looks a nice machine from down there when it's sitting up here in the sun, and
Yeah.
yeah, it looks lovely.
That is look nice. Yeah.
Definitely.
But you've already had experience on these, haven't you? Hyundais.
Hyundai's, aye, yeah.
And have you found them?
Aye, nice machines. Never
Yeah.
any issues with them.
What's the biggest one you've driven though?
140.
140.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see now you're gonna really go up.
Nice now.
Yeah, big toys now. It is.
I'll tell you what, some machine this.
That's a real man's machine. This one.
For real men.
Yeah, too right.
What'd you say?
Nothing. That was him. Well, you can't say that we don't get variation on this channel. You know, from machines that are cutting edge, you know, technology, up to date and modern, to stuff that's over 60 years old. But yeah, Hillhead was such a blast. It really was just fantastic, and you know, it was made that much more special by the team at Hyundai and people like James and Amy, who we just had an absolute blast with. And yeah, when we had to work, we worked, but when we weren't, you know, we had a laugh, we had some good fun and good times, and it was very, very enjoyable, and just made the whole experience, as I said, just that much more special. So yeah, it's something I shall never forget. What, is it at that time again? Well, it looks like it is. We've got to go and do something else now. Yes. So there we are, muckers. Until the next one, do well.